Hey Aiden, is that stereo ready for me?
Yeah, almost. I've got a speaker for you. See, this will go really well with what you've got going at work. Just a single speaker. You know, you have a cool mono setup. You just push that button, and it's gonna work great.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so is it ready to go? Can we load it up?
Uh, it um it it was, but there's a lot of really angry people on YouTube in the comments, and I think I need to. I gotta delay this a little further, unfortunately.
Well, if YouTube thinks so, I guess we don't have another choice.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, babe.
That's right, she was gonna get her stereo, but you all called my bluff, and now we're gonna take a closer look and make this right so you all have closure. And me too. So in this video, we're gonna take a closer look at this thing. We're gonna try and find out where that weird blip in the sine wave is coming from, and I think the results may surprise you.
Alright, let's go for a nice little hunt for the messed up looking sine waves. I think first what we should do, and I've got my probe, this is the positive I guess, and then we've got this just grounded so I have more flexibility than this little length here. Let's just go right to the input. Let's just confirm that the tone generator is actually putting out something we like to see. Okay, so we're on the input. I'll just bring up the level here. Looks pretty normal to me. Maybe it gets a little pointy at the top, but I don't know. Maybe it's not terrible.
Instead of showing me walking through all of this, I'm just gonna cut to the chase and show you exactly what's going on.
Okay, folks, I've got some interesting news here. It appears that my frequency generator is not good. So, you know, I got this thing from a colleague. He got it on like auction or whatever. Never used it. And it had really dirty controls when I got it. And I cleaned them and it made it work a lot better, but it's still, you know, a little sketchy. Not exactly the greatest thing. So what I just did is I hooked up my phone. You know, I just used this. It's called PA Tone, 1 kilohertz. Turn the sound on. And now what I want to do is I want to show you the sound at the output of each speaker, because I think these results might surprise you. So, okay, yeah, I've got it on max volume, but, you know, I'm going to bring this down, and here's what you're going to see. We need to, you know, tone that down a little bit, but here we are approaching clipping. Yeah, there's clipping right there. We don't see that weirdness we saw before. That weirdness is gone. Now we've got a proper sine wave. And now let me switch to the other channel. And again, I've just got the load resistors back here. And here's the other channel. No weird blips or whatever in anything. So what I've just concluded here is that my frequency generator is bad and I should not use it anymore until I repair it. This thing is just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And my tone generator is wrong. So I'm glad we figured this out. I'm surprised we never saw this show up on other units, because I've used this for testing other receivers, and you've all watched that. You know, now I don't have anything to troubleshoot. Now there is one modification I do want to make to this receiver while it is out and taken apart. My wife wants to use this to listen to her music at work, and I'd put an affiliate link for that in, but I don't think it exists anymore. You can't buy that anymore. If you want this, it's just a Bluetooth receiver. You can get them for like 20 bucks on Amazon. They're not expensive. Anyways, this receiver has 2 unswitched outlets. Now many receivers will have a switched outlet back here, but this one does not. And I know what I'm about to do is controversial, and there's a reason for that. It's because this thing right here, this is the power switch, and it's not built to take the extra switching current or, you know, sudden whatever when you turn stuff on. It's only built to take this thing right here, you know, charging this guy. And I'm going to modify one of these to be switched. I'm going to rewire it, and that's okay, because this thing uses absolutely nothing for power. Like, you know, what's this adapter rated at? Yeah, see, 2 amps at 5 volts. P equals IV, 5 times 2 is 10 watts. That's nothing. it's not going to have any effect on that as long as you only use a 10 watt thing. So, you know, maybe I'll put a note back here if this ever gets into somebody else's hands, but for now, this is going to be just fine. And lucky for me, it's quite easy to do this. If I pull the speaker wires out of the way, you can kind of see through here, there's your two outlets. And if there were ever anything I were to do to this receiver right now, nothing is more important than this repair to make sure you have this unplugged. Because you are right in it. Well, that was actually a little harder to wrap my head around than I thought it would be, but I did get it done. And what I ended up doing is I just copied the power washed Marantz 2230. I just looked at, okay, what's going on with these outlets here? How do they have it wired? And then I just did the exact same thing over here. I had to change a few things, so we no longer have that jumper going across from the far ends. And I had to do a little bit of splicing. Like I took the wire that originally went to the transformer off of the switch, spliced in an extension, and then had that go to the outlet. And then I had the transformer go from there into here. So basically this one right here, you can see the wall, those brown wires, that's the wall going straight to it. And then this one over here, it is now switched. So now I can use this Bluetooth thing. It is currently plugged in, as you see. The light is not on. And then if I turn the receiver on, we see we've got the light. And if I turn it off, light goes off. So that's an excellent feature. And you want this because that thing is constantly looking for a source to connect to. And, you know, for example, my wife, she uses Bluetooth headphones. And if she's wanting to use her headphones in the space instead of the stereo, they might try to fight. So as long as the stereo is turned off, that won't be trying to interfere with anybody's Bluetooth on their phone. So I'll just do a little demonstration for you all. This is just going to go on a shelf, and it's not going to do anything special. And I've got this single KLH, what is it? It is a model 22A. I only have one. And that's because I got it from my old neighbor in Pennsylvania who was clearing out his father's estate, and there's just one of them. I took it anyways. I didn't really know what to do with it, but now I think I've found the perfect application because this has a mono button, unlike some of the receivers we've had here, and it's got a really nice tuner also. Like, this is our antenna right here, and it's picking up everything. So I'm not even going to bother aligning that. Now, in aux, if I just turn on Bluetooth on my phone, so now I've connected to the Bluetooth audio device, we can go to VLC and play everyone's favorite song. And there you go. Yeah, now unfortunately as I listen, I think there's actually something wrong with this speaker. Take a listen. That's bad woofer. So I don't know. We'll try with some other songs and see how it sounds. But you know, I can't make this be another project that never ends. I think I've done enough for you all. As you can see, my wife really needs her stereo in her workspace. So in conclusion, I think the point of this video is showing that you got to make sure your test equipment is working okay. Like I just confirmed, I need to do something about that. I can't use that until I can confirm it's working properly. Other than that, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little supplement to this video, and I will see you in the next one.